something to drink?
What?
Is there a water fountain?
Yeah.
Where?
Outside.
Over there. Can I get something to drink?
All they have is go out in this hallway and take a right and then a left and go like couches and chairs. Right. Go get your glasses.
They made it.
Have you here tonight. My name is Elise Taylor, and I'm the director of Corporate University, and we're delighted to have students that are graduating tonight here, and their families, as well as their fellow students who are juniors, and a lot of people who have supported them through their journey of achieving this graduation evening tonight. I want to start out by thanking you for coming, and if you could you please put your cell phones on mute so it won't interrupt our graduation activities tonight. And what we will be doing next is Bradley Hall will be starting with an invitation, and after that food is on either side of the front of the room and drinks are in the back, and so please help yourself. And about 30 minutes after that, we'll start into the graduation exercises. So without further ado, let me introduce Bradley Hall.
Shall we say our prayers? Almighty God, we thank you for this time together, for the gift of knowledge, for the promise of work to be done and service to be rendered. Remind us always that your gifts of well-being, wholeness, and healing are born in many minds and with many hands, and grant that we may always be worthy of the trust that is placed in us by our brothers and sisters. As you have given us wisdom and tools to see beyond what is visible, so give us curiosity and determination to see beyond easy answers. Help us to know the needs and fears of those we serve. Help us to be patient with those around us, that at all times and in all ways we may be instruments of true healing, charity, comfort, and mercy. Now grant that we may serve the world in peace, have courage, hold on to what is good, render no one evil for evil, strengthen the faint-hearted, support the weak, help the suffering, honor all God's children, and serve the world as we would serve ourselves, both now and forevermore.
Thank you, and please go ahead and help yourselves to the buffet. Thanks.
Years ago, I graduated this program, and I would have never thought that I would be standing here tonight as your program director. I'm sure no one else would have thought that either. My point is that you never know where you're going to be in the next few years. You've chosen a career path that holds so many opportunities to you. You may end up going into administration. You may go into education. You may go into a different modality. You may choose ultrasound or nuclear medicine. The opportunities are endless. No matter which path you choose, you must always remember that your job is not simply a way of just earning a living. It's a career that will make the difference to others. You have chosen a profession to help others, and you must do it so wholeheartedly, or you shouldn't do it at all. You spent 2 years here, but this has not been a place just to get an education in radiology. It's been a place where you've learned many new things and met many new people. It's been a place where you've made friends that you might have never met elsewhere. Since you've chosen the same career paths, you will probably meet up with each other many times over the next few years. And I hope that when you do, you'll be happy to share the times that you had here in this program. It's going to be interesting to see where you guys will be in the next few years, and you'll want to keep up with each other. Tonight you received your certificate in radiology technology, but the education that you'll leave here with is hardly all you need to know. You'll still be learning your whole life, and you'll constantly be updating your skills. This is a field that changes so rapidly, your skills can be very quickly out of date. So I encourage you to strive to stay at the top of your game. I know that this is an exciting night, but I also know that it's very frightening. From now on, you're going to be the one to make all the decisions. You're not going to be protected under the umbrella of the technologist. But you have to remember that you have the appropriate training and you have the level of competence. But most of it will depend on your own perseverance, your attitude, and your ability. You can do your job or you can do your job superbly. It's going to be up to you. Tonight, your parents, your spouses, your family members, and your friends are all very proud of you. All that time spent in the books has proven to be worthwhile. You're a tribute to the hospital and to the staff that have taught you. Now that you've completed this step in your education, it's up to you to make your impression on the world. You must be kind-hearted and caring, but that's not enough. You need expertise if you are to do a really good job. And I hope you will always love your work. If you don't, you're not being fair to yourself, your patients, or your coworkers. Before I hand over the floor to Kim, I'd like to thank the following people for their continuing support and their guidance. Administration, Elise Taylor and Sharon Doherty here at Corporate University, and who made all of this possible. I can assure you I could not have done this. To Dr. Tucker, who is our medical advisor, Rhonda Ashley, our clinical operations manager, all the radiologists and the technologists who are willing to share their knowledge and take such an interest in the success of our students. A special thanks to the technologists that have gone above and beyond to take on the responsibility of teaching additional classes for our students. Really appreciate that. And the students liked it, and it meant the world to me. Many thanks to Leah Cooper, who is our clinical instructor at the Imaging Center, for her dedication to the students. And I'd also like to thank Brenda Ben, who was the clinical instructor here for the students, for her dedication to the school, for holding things together for the class during a time of transition, for being supportive of me and helping me through my first year, and especially through our accreditation process. Brenda, thank you very much. Okay, I have one last thing to say to the graduating class. You have the talent, and soon you'll have your credentials. We wish you success on your registry, and we look forward to writing your name with the initials RT behind it on the board in the classroom and in the work hall. We're all very proud of you, and congratulations. We'll let Kim come up. Kim Adkins, she's one of our graduating students.
Good evening. My name is Kim Adkins. My fellow classmates and I would like to extend our sincere gratitude to you for sharing in this special and long-awaited occasion. 2 years ago, we piled into a cramped little classroom as we embarked on a journey that would prove to be the most difficult of our lives. We experienced many changes during our time here. Some of those were extremely challenging, but thanks to the support of our families and friends, the techs, our teachers, and especially each other, we found the strength to overcome all obstacles, no matter how demanding they may have seemed. There are a number of people here tonight who saw in us the potential to exceed our limitations and become the best technologists that we can be. Without these people, we would not be here tonight. These people generously bestowed their years of knowledge and expertise to 7 eager souls. I wish that I had the time to call every person by name and thank them individually for everything they have done for us. My classmates and I do want to send a special thank you, first of all, to Keith Gentle for extending his expert guidance in learning IVPs, to Richard Bruce, who's not here tonight, for teaching us his extensive knowledge of fluoro, and also to Vicki Walker for giving us the opportunity to train with conventional film and for always making ortho exciting. We also want to thank Kim Lamb and Melody Duffy for always being readily available for us and for always taking the time to check our films. To all of the techs in the work hall, you have been the greatest people to learn from and to work with. You also went above and beyond to make our graduation party a huge success and so much fun, and for that we thank you. We would also like to recognize and thank all of the techs from the Imaging Center. You offered your extraordinary support and profound advice over the past 2 years. To all of the radiologists, thank you for your patience and understanding, and especially for not yelling at us too much. To all of our teachers, we want to send a special thank you to each of you because we could not have done this without you. We were fortunate enough to have some really wonderful teachers. In our first year, we considered it an honor to have Ron Murphy as our instructor. He was an excellent teacher, and we owe him a great deal for all of the hard work he put into our education. To Trenda Ben, who was our clinical instructor for the entire 2 years, we thank you for your guidance and your dedication. Without your support and stern method of teaching, we would not have been molded into the responsible techs that we have become. You saw us through to the end. You became not only our teacher, but also our friend. We are exceedingly grateful that both you and Ron could be here to share this night with us. To our director, Cheryl Dutton, you have put so many hours and a lot of hard work into making this school great during this past year. We thank you for all that you have done and for all of the thought you put into making our graduation so very nice and such a momentous occasion. I would now like to take a moment to introduce you to 6 individuals who have come to mean the world to me. They have been my best friends and my family for the past 2 years. Amanda Balch reads. She is at first glance soft-spoken and shy. Once you get to know her, you realize that she is also determined, hardworking, and extremely creative. She puts others above herself, and she would do anything for a friend. She is a beautiful person, both inside and out, and I am honored to call her my friend. From her, I have learned that if you do good things for others, great things will happen for you in return. Kim Westbrook. She is without a doubt the class clown. She never fails with a punchline, and she's always sure to make you smile. She's fun-loving, outspoken, and witty, but also very intelligent. She is confident in who she is and exceedingly self-assured. And if I could bottle an ounce of her spunk, I know I could make a fortune selling it on eBay. Most importantly, though, she is a great friend, and I have learned many things from her. The most important being that laughter is always the best medicine. Amber McDonald. She is extremely caring and giving. She has a childlike innocence about her that makes you want to be her friend. She would go out of her way to help you if she could, and she'd never ask for anything in return. Her laughter can make you smile, and her sporadic hiccups will always catch you off guard. All in all, she's a wonderful person, and stronger than even she realizes. From Amber, I've learned that all living things are special, no matter how great or how small they are. Phyllis Wickington. She is strong-willed and tenacious, and so much so that even a serious back injury would not prevent her from completing this program. She's tough as nails and can handle any situation that comes her way, but she is also compassionate and hates to see anyone else suffer. Phyllis has her serious moments, but she never forgets how to laugh. One thing that I've learned from her is that even though we all must grow up, underneath we can still remain kids at heart. Rory Steele. He's the leader of the pack. He is smart, focused, and determined. He has a drive that is unsurpassed. He's unwavering in his goals, and he was destined to be the head of our class. It's also this type of person that you have to worry about, though, because they tend to have a devious side, too. But from Rory, I've learned that if you work hard and never give up, you can accomplish anything. And last, but certainly not least, Wayne French. If ever a situation calls for a sarcastic remark, Wayne will never let you down. He's good-hearted, though, and always puts others above himself. I've seen him face some troubling situations lately, but his strong will and resolve have seen him through. He has a tough guy exterior, but inside we know he's all mush. From him I've learned that if you keep a straight face, no one will ever know that you just messed up. These are my friends. Even though I'm going to miss them all very much, I would not trade our time together for anything. My only hope is that they learned as much from me as I have from them. In case they have any doubts, I would like to leave them with a thought on my philosophy about life. Live out your dreams. Have no regrets. Welcome your mistakes as well as your triumph. Lead and others will follow. Laugh away your pain. Dance away your cares. And believe that you are always in control of your own destiny. Thank you.
To announce this year's 2004 graduates. And when your name is called, please come to the front of the room. Please stand.
If you like to take pictures, we'll wait. This technologist was voted on by the graduating class. This is the technologist that they felt took that full special effort to help the students with that extra mile. This year, the 2004 Technologist of the Year is Nancy Anderson. Okay, our last award for the evening is for the outstanding student. And this student is voted on by the technologist, and they're selected on the following criteria. It's their quality of work, their ability to work with others, their dependability, their maturity, their knowledge of radiology. And the outstanding student for the class of 2004 is Rory Steele.